Go in the back. Bang, let's go, baby. Let's go, it's 2 in a row. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm back out here at Ballou Park, a 9-hole course, but we're gonna do something a little different today. We're gonna do the safari challenge. I've only played the safari maybe a couple times. I'm out of breath. I just got done playing the regular 9-hole course as a warm-up. I've only done the safari challenge maybe a couple times, so not sure about distances or pars, so we're just kind of figure it out as we go. I'm going to say anything over 450 is a par 4. That's just, how I would normally expect, especially at my level. If I'm MPO, sure, 450 par 3, no problem, but MA3 and then 450 par 4. I believe it's 12 or 13 holes. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll put the distances and stuff in there as we go through. Just want to let you know I still don't have a mic, so I've been doing a lot of talking to the camera here. But when I'm not, it'll be voiceover. So stick around to the end of the video. I got a huge announcement to make. Super excited about it. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys. Hole 1 is a 367-ish foot par 3. I put arrows down with every hole so that way you can see the basket because you can't really see them from the camera. And for distances, I used my rangefinder to get close to or at the basket. So through yeet, kind of left it short. Throwing Devil Hawk here, which I'm so happy I put that back in my bag. Gives the Berg, Devil Hawk, and Justice a good 1, 2, 3 punch for approaches. And I'll be even after 1. So hole 2 is a 470-ish foot par 4. Throw in my titanium Raptor here, trying to get all the way to that back wall and onto the back hill and let it skip right down the hill towards the basket. Gave it a really good shot. Didn't skip as right as I wanted to. Still left me about a 120-foot up shot, give or take. And I threw the Justice and just early released it. Not the best up shot in the world. Left me probably like a 30-footer, 25-footer. Maybe, I don't know how far I was away. I was pretty far, but I banged it. Knocked down the putt. Best feeling putt of the day. 1 under after 2. So hole 3, going to the 18-hole course, throwing from 18's tee to a basket out in the middle, where that walking path is right there. It's an island green down there, about 320-something feet through Titanium Raptor again.
We'll take that.
As you can see, I was just barely in bounds. I actually forgot about the island green part when I threw the shot, so I got kind of lucky. But that gave me about a 15-footer for the birdie. As you can see, you can't see because I'm terrible at filming, but I did make the putt, and I'll be 2 under through 3. Hole 4, 400-ish foot par 3 is the hardest hole on the safari layout, in my opinion. I'm throwing Captain's Raptor here, trying to get through that middle gap and then skip up onto the hillside because it's pretty open once you get on the hillside. Left it a little short, ended up in this ravine, so I took some relief backwards and threw a Reaper. Discraft Reaper, new addition to my bag. I'm loving it. So I have this upshot for 3. Just threw my Devil Hawk and ended up super close. And I will make this putt right here. As you can see, the wind is starting to pick up a little bit. But I'll be 1 under through 4 after that bogey. Hole 5 is a 237-foot par 3. Throwing Reaper again, and I gave it a good toss. I just clipped a tree and kicked right. I think it would have been a really good shot if I'd have got around that tree. I might have skipped up pretty close to the basket. So I've got this, probably about a 40-footer for the birdie, and just didn't give it enough juice. Tossed the dime up there and just missed it. But I will make my par putt and still be 1 under through 5. So hole 6, 172-foot par 3. This is hole 9's basket to, or hole 9's tee pad to hole 1's basket. Throw in Justice here. Put it pretty close, about a 25-footer. It might be closer to that, but I missed the putt. Something I really, really like about playing the Safari on this course is it gives me a really good challenge and it forces me to throw mostly forehands. You're going to see I'm not going to throw any tomahawks this round. Next hole is a 487-ish foot par 4, throwing my new Wanderlust here, and that flight is just beautiful. I'm falling in love with that disc. I love it to death.
Oh, that thing's pretty.
As you can see. So I gave myself another 150-foot upshot and just didn't put enough flex on the Justice there. Ended up rolling across the ravine down the hill. I still had a look at it outside the circle, and you'll see here the wind is going to push my disc out of the way, and there was a little too much hyzer also, but regardless, tossed it right up next to the basket. Going to take my par, still 1 under through 7. Hole 8 is a 215-foot par 3, just through that gap here. Throwing Justice again, trying to get it, trying to flex it kind of through and get on top of the hill, because if I can get on top of the hill, it's a pretty easy putt, and I clipped the tree and dropped me down pretty far. You can see here the wind is really ripping now. I'm throwing Berg just to kind of get up there and take my medicine, give it a par, and move on to the next hole. Be 1 under through 8. Now, hole 9, you go back to the 18-hole course, that same tee pad, except you're throwing to hole 4's basket on the 9 hole. Really cool looking shot through my Reaper, and it just clipped that tree and dropped straight down. It was going to be so good. I felt so good out of the hands. Threw my Berg, not the best shot, kind of got pushed down by the wind. But I do end up making the par putt here. And I'll still be 1 under through 9 holes. But it's a pretty far walk from the last hole to this hole and then back up to 10. 119-foot par 3 just across the way. Throw in my Justice again. Gave it a good flex, trying to flex it through that gap that I'm standing in. Gave it a pretty good run. Ended up missing the putt again off cage. But I'll still take a par and move on to the last hole, which is hole 11. It's going to be... I couldn't get a good reading on this hole at all, but it's way up there and it's way uphill. So I guessed about 480 foot. That's the closest that I could get to the basket, about 480 feet. And I threw my yeet there and just way too nose up, headwind, pretty bad shot. So I threw my Reaper, second shot, clipped a tree, dropped straight down. Throwing a third shot with my Devil Hawk. Really felt good about that shot. Thought I got pretty close. End up with this putt right here with a wind's blowing all over the place, and missed the putt, hit the band, end up taking a bogey, and be even through 11 holes. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you like that, make sure to comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, post every Friday. I'm not sure what the rest of this month is going to look like. I know by the time you guys get this, next week you'll have a tournament at Falling Creek, I think, if I've got it right. I think, I'm not 100% sure. But that's what you guys should get next. Okay, huge shout out, Mythic Disc Golf. Super excited to announce that they're doing an HC line of jerseys on their website. It's all of 3 of the jerseys that I've helped design with colorways, and each one that you guys get helps me out in my career. So make sure you go to Mythic Disc Golf, check those out, use code Jaeger for 10% off. I'm so thankful for Mythic Disc Golf. They have done so much for me, and I'm super excited. It's like a dream come true. It's like a signature series. It feels great. It's like a dream come true. But yeah, if you guys want to support me and support the channel, head over to Mythic Disc Golf and grab you one of those jerseys. They're sick. They feel so comfortable. I would order 1 size up, because if you put them in the dryer, because they're active fit, they will shrink. They're meant to dry fast. So I wouldn't put that to hang dry them. That's what I do with all my jerseys. I hang dry them. But I'd order a size up from what you normally get. But anyway, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next Friday.